How we looking, Theo?
Shut up.
That's not very nice.
Hello and welcome back to episode 4 of the If You're Listening to This We're Probably Dead podcast, hosted by me, Niall, and of course...
me, Charlie.
And of course we're always joined by our deliciously delightful producer Louis.
Hello.
And our delightfully camp cinematographer and editor Theo.
It's really needed one, actually. But,
This week we're back. We've
are.
just, as we're recording this, we realised very last minute that we didn't do any promo for the American Wealth in London episode, which we think is the first one where it's all like this. I had a lot of fun doing that, so I'm excited to do more stuff. More games.
I think that episode was our best episode so far.
It was so much fun to
Which
record.
was good, being that I feel like we're getting better each episode.
Yeah.
And I feel like the American Wealth one was just peak.
It helps that we have such a talented editor. Because he's
Oh, stop it.
Theo, show yourself again.
Okay, hi guys again.
And a wonderfully talented producer, Louis.
This week we're talking about Shaun of the Dead, but first, of course, we've got Lou's Game Hour.
I thought film news. What about film news?
Film news. So fuck all has happened this week.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we're not fucking doing it. Simple as that.
Straight to it.
We're not doing it.
We only talk about film news when it's to do with Marvel, because that's real movies.
This fella gave Thunderbolts a 4.5.
I didn't think it was 4.5. It was probably 4.
He gave it a 4.5.
Or 3.5.
That's what we'll leave that. It was a good film, but
It was a B-Tech Suicide Squad.
I'll get to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
it might have been a 4, maybe.
I don't think I give it a 4.5. But to be fair, I don't really rate movies very. I just give everything over 4 or 5 typically.
Okay, I liked Thunderbolts. It was fun.
Caitlin got really annoyed at me because I said to her it was just a
Caitlin gave it a 5. No,
probably it's got
I think
Sebastian
so,
Stan in
yeah.
it.
4 stars.
4
Charlie.
stars. There we go. But it felt like a B-Tech Suicide Squad, the good one, not the bad one. Like there was so.
it was still good.
I wasn't saying it's a bad movie. I just thought.
But it was different enough.
Yeah.
Where it needed to be different.
It was an enjoyable film. I like the ending more.
I thought the ending was really, really good.
Yeah.
I liked that it wasn't just a big fight.
Yeah.
A fight to the big person there.
It was quite cool.
By the way, where we film this, it is incredibly hot today.
Yes.
I think it got up to 29 degrees earlier, so in here it's probably more like
50 degrees, mate.
30, 32.
To be fair, our bunker's a bit like the bunker that Val had in
Val? Who's
Yeah.
Val?
from Thunderbolts.
Is that Julia Louis-Dreyfus?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Our bunker's a little bit similar, but not in
Yeah,
the same
but
place.
our bunker is, as it says in our script, we filmed this in Groom Lake. Can't tell you where that is. Maybe look it up. Do a Google. I don't know. I'm not your parents. Do what you want. Oh my god, my microphone moved up all on its own accord. How did that happen? But yeah, I guess we'll go straight into our game for this week. So, just like last time, we had the biggest and best theme sequence ever. Theo's swallowing his fear at the thought of having to top that. So here we go. This or that. Louis wanted to put a more German spin on it. I'll leave that there, but I'm not going to delve any more into that. But yeah, this or that. Yeah, okay. And Louis is here.
So it's like magic in here.
So Louis here. Louis, how have you been?
I've been getting quite depressed lately.
Okay.
Moving on.
Right. Yeah. So
It is
Louis,
mental
if you want to tell them all about the game.
So this is the this or that game. It's basically like Would You Rather, but with our film topic for today, it will be somewhat themed. Let's see if the audience can guess what it is, even though it will already be on the title of the episode.
And obviously, just to say this is obviously the first part in a 3-part special series we're doing on the Cornetto Trilogy, which we're very excited to do.
Yeah,
Very honoured.
I don't have a whiteboard.
You do. It's right next to you.
Would you rather a 28 days later scenario or The Last of Us scenario? Based on the the bitey people in the film. We can't use the word zombie. We've
We're
already.
not allowed to say the Z word. We've been told by our contract lawyer,
Mr. Brown.
Jack Brown, that we're not allowed to use that. He said that if we do use that, we do face the threat of violence and a lawsuit.
And expulsion,
Expulsion from the bunker.
But yeah, okay. So do you want us to like write them down separately and then reveal them?
So I put 28 days later.
Absolutely fuck that noise. Last of Us. I've only seen the show. I never finished the game because I was too fucking chicken. But 28 days later, those cunts are running at you.
Yeah.
They are running at you there, and they don't even kill to eat you.
But they can run at you in The Last of Us.
I was gonna say they
Yeah,
run
but
at you in
you
both.
can just all you have to do in The Last of Us is just be quiet.
I'd rather have the Shaun of the Dead ones. They kind of just.
Yeah, well, they weren't in the scenario.
Okay, alright.
They weren't this or that. So
I know. I'm just.
let's
saying,
brush past
they.
would you rather, as your weapon of choice, be a baseball bat or a cricket bat? A very simple question, but
Easy business here. Easy business.
Yeah, I put baseball bat.
a baseball
A
bat.
baseball
bat.
I went for a cricket bat because I feel with a cricket bat you're getting more surface area.
You are. Nice.
You're getting more surface area. There's more bludgeoning power.
But I feel like with the baseball bat, you can have a bit more of like a better swing with it.
But you
know?
can have a just as good of a swing with
because
a.
cricket bats, they're mainly used to go from from here upwards. Yeah. With a baseball bat, you can give it a right fucking swing like that. No one's
You
getting
can
near you.
give it a proper swing though. with
I don't know.
a
I feel like
cricket
a baseball bat would be better. What about you, Louis?
I'd rather a rounders bat. Actually, you know those little ones, like they look like a little truncheon.
Oh, the little one?
I wouldn't actually rather that. I'd rather a mace.
Isn't that
But
just a?
That's also not in the scenario.
Yeah.
So
Is that
please,
not just
You're
a-
losing, Louis.
Is a rounders bat not just a small
Baseball
baseball
bat.
yeah,
bat?
essentially,
Yeah.
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 So you just want a small,
Like a pocket baseball bat, a baby baseball bat. Third question: would you rather, during the apocalypse, have a Tesla or an e-scooter as your mode of transport?
Would you rather a 1-2-5 or a Tesla?
The pen stopped working.
Mush.
Oh, well, you'll have to use your
The
imagination.
pen stopped working.
We've got another pen in here.
That's okay. Don't worry.
Yeah, but do you want me to go first? this
Yeah,
time?
you go first.
I'd rather kill myself than use a Tesla or an e-scooter.
I went car because I feel like I'd be able to get a bit faster if I had to leave. So car.
Nothing on there.
Yeah, it's underlined. Look.
It's underlined, Theo.
Nothing on there.
Yeah,
underlined.
The pen doesn't work for you.
It's underlined, Theo. It's underlined.
This one's a bit more light-hearted. Who would you prefer to survive the apocalypse with? Your mum or your dad?
Daddy-o! Daddy-o! Yeah, I said dad as well. I feel like
It's a bit sexist of you two.
How's that sexist?
Horrible, horrible. Neither of you would cheat. Despicable.
I just feel like my dad would be able to do a lot more than my mum. Sadly, my mum's a little 5'1" woman. My dad's quite taller.
Let's move on to the next question.
No, why would you choose Daddy-o?
Because my dad has like loads of hand tools and loads of what is essentially weapons.
My dad's well hard.
My dad is well armed. Actually.
And would you rather watch The Walking Dead or game end yourself?
Or watch The Walking Dead or kill myself.
Game end yourself. That's the time of the question.
Unalive.
Or
Unalived self.
While we wait for Charlie, that's easy. Kill self. Can you see
I
that? I watched the first season of The Walking Dead, and I was like, "Damn, this show's actually pretty good." And then I watched the second season. I don't give a fuck what they're doing on that farm. I don't care. People said to me, "No, you got to push past the farm." It's so boring, though.
What is that?
It's so boring.
I think I've only ever seen like 3 seasons of The Walking Dead.
3 seasons.
Yeah.
You put that much fucking time into it.
Well, I didn't think it was
It's
that bad.
so boring.
But again, I haven't seen the new stuff, so I'll
Isn't it still going?
Yeah,
as
they're
well?
still
No, I
making.
think it's finished, right?
But
they're still making, like,
it's
there's
about Rick now.
There's like 6 other spin-offs.
Is it bad at the end? 'Cause I've actually...
Apparently, it's just not good now. It's like
Aren't they dressed like spacemen by like the final series?
They dress like stormtroopers. I remember
Yeah.
seeing pictures
Yeah.
of stormtroopers.
Oh, it's like what is?
The only thing I can remember is that didn't they kill Carl? And then that's
Oh, spoiler! God!
is that actually a spoiler?
Oh,
I don't know.
I'd hope most people
I
know
don't-
that.
I don't-
Otherwise, you're a fucking idiot.
No.
Well, that's just spoiler
Okay.
warning.
Well, that's the end of Louis' Game Hour. I hope you all enjoyed, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
And Louis is going back to the Shadow Realm. So, welcome back. We're going to go to a quick break now before we go into our talking of the film, what we thought of it, thoughts, feelings, queries, questions, answers. Did Nick Frost say the N-word? He definitely did. And then we'll be right back after these messages. This week's episode is sponsored by the Winchester Tavern, a warm and inviting pub nestled in a corner of Crouch End. It'll be a visit you'll not soon forget. Sample local ales or chat with the kooky characters that call it home. It's so good, you might just want to come back to life later when you've died, wishing for another taste of locally made ale. So, this summer, visit the Winchester. Have a pint. Wow, Charlie, those are some really good ad reads. So, this week, the start of our Cornetto Trilogy,
Oh yeah.
Bonanza, special fun time. It's been a while since I've watched Shaun of the Dead. And it still holds up.
Oh, it still holds up.
It's so funny.
It is. It's a brilliant film. Like the whole. To be fair, like, all 3 of the Cornetto trilogies are brilliant in my opinion. I think. I would say, you might have disagree with this one, but I do think Shaun of the Dead is the worst one out of all 3 of them. But that's not saying
a
it's bad.
crazy
I'm not saying
statement.
I'm not saying that's not even me saying it's bad. Out of the 3 films,
Theo's looking very disparagingly at Charlie right now.
yeah, I'm very sorry. I do believe. I would probably say it goes Hot Fuzz, Well Done, then Shaun of the Dead.
What's your favourite then?
It's Hot Fuzz, Well Done, Shaun of the Dead. I do. This film does I actually say still holds up. I watched it today. I thought I'd go in and watch it fresh because, like as you did, I haven't seen it in quite a long time. So
I think it'd been about 3 years for me.
the last time I watched it was with Caitlin because she never watched them. She never saw any of the 3.
What?
And we watched them all together. And she, to be fair, Caitlin, my girlfriend, doesn't hate films. If it's not Marvel, she probably won't watch it.
She's not interested.
Yeah. So me getting her to watch these 3 was very.
She really likes them now. Though,
She really enjoyed them. Her favourite's Well Done.
I think me and Amber have only seen one together. It was oh my god, it was The World's End.
Well Done.
That's a good fucking film.
It is a good
I'm
film.
excited about that because it's my.
But Shaun of the Dead, I think it's so funny that it did just come out. It basically happened because they filmed a little 5-minute, well not 5-minute video, but they filmed for space a dream sequence of Shaun killing zombies, and they just went, oh yeah, it'd be funny if we actually made this into a movie, wouldn't it? And then that's how it began.
Because he was directing on Space, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Edgar Wright.
He was directing it. So director Edgar Wright of the film Shaun of the Dead and the lead actor, which is Simon Pegg. They worked together before on a TV show called Spaced. I never actually seen it. I
It's
don't know if
really
you've
good.
seen it.
It's really funny. Michael Smiley, shout out, is in Spaced as the I can't remember his name, but he's a courier. he's a bike courier. It's such a good film.
Yeah,
It's so funny. I think this is the go on. It's the funniest. It's the funniest in the amount of times I've watched it. Thanks, Lou.
Apple juice.
Yeah, we got apple juice on set. It's the funniest experience of watching it that I've had.
yeah. I watched it. So today I dropped my car off had MOT, and then I watched the film while I was waiting for it. So I watched about an hour and 10 of it, and then it was done, and I paused it, came back and watched it, and the whole time I was driving I was like, I just want to finish the film, because even though I've seen it so many times, it gets better and better every time I watch it. I feel like it's not one of those films where once you've seen it, you're like, I don't know if I want to watch it again. It's also a good movie just to put on. I don't know, like I remember
It's really easy to watch.
Yeah, like even like I think I've probably done it before, like when I used to have like little gatherings at my house where we'd all be like around somewhere and I just put it on because you would start talking about it at one point. But yeah, I would say because they didn't want it to be like it's a comedy, but it's also
It's
kind of not a comedy.
Well, it is. I would say it's a comedy.
But it also it doesn't take
It's a horror comedy.
but it takes itself seriously as well. It's not like it's not like a parody movie. It's very much like a like they.
Well, it's a comedy.
Yeah, but like there are some really like heartwarming moments in the film as well.
Yeah.
Like the whole of Liz and him, like Shaun proving himself that he can change. The scene with. What are you laughing at?
Theo gave me a look
Oh,
from across the room.
The Bill Nighy where he said, "Oh, it's not hard. It's hard being a stepfather. I did love you. I did just want to help you." Was
I wanted to
lovely
be the
scene.
best dad I could be.
Yeah, like there are. It's not just you. Like if you the first time watching it, you saw it's just a horror comedy. I feel like you would.
It's
be
a
shocked.
zomcom.
You can't say that word.
I didn't say the full word though.
Okay, but
That is gonna get definitely clipped and taken out of context. Clip it, guys, clip it.
but right. So do you want to do a little synopsis of the film first? Because we always.
Yeah, I guess for those who haven't seen it, if you haven't seen it,
Why are you watching this?
I don't know what you're kind of doing with your life. So it follows Shaun, who he works at Forey Electric, which is a real shop in Finchley High Street, opposite the Tally Ho. Shout out the Tally Ho. Opposite the Tally Ho, and opposite Finchley Shoe Zone is where Forey Electric is, and it's still there. Apparently the guy who runs it is not a nice bloke though. So he works there, and he's not going anywhere with his life. He just spends all of his time in the pub, and his girlfriend just says to him, "Look, you need to sort of make more of an effort,
And yeah,
or I'm gonna dump you." She dumps him, and then he's like, "Fuck, I need to sort my life out."
yeah.
And it just so happens the next day a zombie apocalypse starts.
He's his best friend, who's kind of like a.
He's a stoner,
Yeah, he's a stoner, but he's also like he just sits at home, does nothing all day, games, and he goes out with Shaun and Liz is just like, you've got to have some time where it's just me and you. And he loves Ed, but he also loves his girlfriend, but he can't choose. Well, he wants both of them. He can't choose between them. You find out as well, like Ed moved in his house with Shaun and his roommate, but just lives on the couch, and his roommate's just waiting for him to leave. So that's kind of a little bit how their relationship, Ed and Shaun, they very much play off each other. But both Shaun and Simon Pegg and Nick Frost were actually roommates as well.
Yep.
So the chemistry is really well on the screen with both of them. They also, I don't know if you know this, you probably do, 'cause you probably know a lot about the film. But when they were pitching it, the producers didn't want Nick Frost in the film. They wanted a more famous actor. But Edgar Wright and Simon Pegg fought to have Nick Frost in it, because
Good.
Nick Frost that was his
He's
first.
the goat.
Well, yeah, he's Hagrid. He's going to be Hagrid, which I'm so excited for. But Nick Frost had to fight for his role, because that was his first. Shaun of the Dead was his first major role, really. He was in Space.
He was one of the main characters in Space.
Yeah, but it was his big kind of break.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But yes, do you want to continue on with about the zombie apocalypse? Do you want to tell a bit
Well,
more?
I mean, yeah, so he goes through a zombie apocalypse, loses some people along the way, and learns some very valuable life lessons.
There
There you
that's
go,
beautifully
that sums
put.
it up pretty well.
That is beautifully put.
But yeah, I think the film it's obviously the first film with that signature. Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out. There we go. It's the first film with that signature Edgar Wright look and feel that we all know and love today. You can really, like, considering it's his first like studio feature film, it's so good.
It's the editing is.
He's so in control of everything.
The style is brilliant. Like the quick cuts, as you said, which is made famous is now famous for Edgar Wright, is just like it's not just done for no reason. Like some of it is done just to tell, like it's all done to tell the story in a quick way. Like the scene where Shaun's getting ready, instead of having a little like a minute scene of him actually getting ready, it's done.
It's very efficient. It's efficiency.
Like one of my favourite scenes, I'm sure it's probably yours. Well, probably want to be yours as well. Is the long take where he walks to the shop, walks from his home to the shop, collects a paper, collects a drink, walks back. It's just a nice one take shot where you just see Shaun prodding along, and then the next time you see it happen,
it's the same thing.
It's the same thing, same shots, basically
but
identically shot.
The world is
but the world is different.
Chaos. Yeah.
So there's a homeless man with a dog who asks for Shaun for money in the first one. In the second one, it's
I didn't even have enough money for the fucking shot. So, yeah.
But he's walking with a dog, and in the second shot when it's in the zombie apocalypse, it's a zombie walking with a dog lead, but there's no dog.
But you can hear a dog barking in the distance.
And Shaun doesn't notice. Like there's a car. In the first one, the guy's washing a car. In the second shot,
the car's been
smashed, and Shaun doesn't notice. It's just meant to show that Shaun is just kind of cruising in life. Really, he's not noticing what's going on, which is brilliant. Even to the point where Shaun has a zombie on him.
He
doesn't believe it.
Yeah.
It takes for someone to come in with an arm off. Well, I said the word. I'm very sorry. A few times there. None of you mentioned it, but when a Z word come.
Just be like.
Yeah, I'll be a bit more cautious now. But when an unalive human walks in,
a walker, as they call them in The Walking Dead,
walks into the house with no arm. That's when he starts to realise.
That's when he notices, yeah.
What is your favourite part now of the film?
My favourite part, I think that last bit in the pub where they have the sort of standoff is just so perfect, and it calls back to earlier where Ed's playing some game on the PlayStation. And so he's like, Shaun's calling the things for him, and then that repeats itself at the end where they have the gun.
Hey man, listen, top left. I was going to say, reload? I'm on it. Funny shot.
I think that bit it's so funny.
Yeah.
It's so funny, but it's also really like, oh my god, when you start seeing like people getting like the Romero thing of like their stomach being torn open and
the practical effects in the film were brilliant as well.
They're incredible.
Like because there was the scene where so they collect Liz in the car and
go to the Winchester for this to all blow over
and wait for us to all blow over. But you go into when they go for all the gardens. Haven't took a shortcut before.
He jumps over the fence.
Yeah, but when he gets to the final fence and he climbs over and he sees all the zombies, and like, oh, is it clear? He's like, nope. But yeah, that scene as well, like all the zombies there, they're not like, I know they're not CGI, they're actually real actors.
Yeah.
They all got paid. They're all just spaced fans. I don't know if you know this.
Yeah. They all got paid like
just £1.
£1. Yeah.
It was £1 to turn up and to meet Edgar Wright and Simon Pegg.
I'd do that.
Just to be in the film, really.
You get paid £1, which probably get you fucking 2 pints back then.
And the and you know the scene where it's Daff? Is it Daff? No, who's the guy? I always forget his name.
The guy.
So the guy with the glasses, the one who's in love.
Guy.
Yeah, David. That's it. When David gets pulled out the window and actually ripped apart, the people that are ripping him apart are actually special effects
artists.
Because they only had one take of doing it, so they had to make sure it was correct. Yeah.
That's very cool. I don't know that either.
That's what the show's for.
Yeah.
This is what the beauty of this show is all about.
So they were the
guys.
guy.
We have both of our producers sat on their phones, texting away. I'm getting sick of it, actually. You're not doing fucking anything. You're probably on fucking TikTok commenting on nationalist posts.
Oh, right.
I'm dripping with sweat.
It's really hot in here.
It's boiling in here.
It's really, really hot in here. We are going to be very sweaty boys for like a good few weeks.
I feel like
doing
the
this.
camera's going to pick all my sweat drops off.
The camera's probably sweating too. Can we have like a little sweat effect, like a little like water effect over the camera? Can we just throw some water in the camera?
No, but I'd say probably one of my favourite parts of the film, other than the long take of the walking, I also really liked the Queen fight.
Don't stop.
Don't Stop Me Now. When Don't Stop Me Now plays on and they're all fighting the guy with the pool cues.
Yeah.
I think that's really, really cool. Like they
All
actually
to beat.
they had sorry for all these facts.
They had
earbuds
things
in
this,
so they could.
so they knew it. Don't stop me. Yeah.
Yeah, so they could hit on beat, so it'd look more sort of-
Choreographed,
yeah.
yeah.
And I think that was really, really cool, and I think it really again showed into more of like the Edgar Wright style of kind of everything being on beat.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the film.
There's some great music in this as well.
Oh yeah.
White Lines Don't Do It.
Yeah.
Ghost Town by the Specials. Everybody's Happy Nowadays, but I can't remember what band that is. Some great music, some great original music that sounds like it's from like a 60s sci-fi zombie film.
Ghost Town, innit?
I just said that. I just said that. Oh, maybe. Oh, fuck.
I was
We got
thinking too hard about
right.
that.
We're cancelling the show.
What's my job?
Do you want to talk about the characters a bit now?
I would love to talk about the characters. Of the show.
Amazing. So what we'll do is maybe we could do if Louis could.
Tier list. Which ones are your favourites?
No, I was gonna say.
I love Matt Lucas in this.
Well, he just goes
For 1
hi.
second.
Hi.
Maybe Louis could say the character name and we can have like a one word on them.
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah.
I was gonna say like a one word on them. We could say
No,
one.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Okay.
Go for it.
Simon Pegg, aka Shaun.
Just say the name. We don't need the actors.
Okay, so
We'll have the Theo will put up like a,
Oh, will I?
pit. Yeah, hopefully.
Go, please.
Shaun.
Sean.
Good bloke.
Good. Good bloke.
Solid.
Solid
I
bloke.
don't think Sean is a good bloke.
He's not.
Sean
good,
is
but
not
he-
a good bloke.
But he develops. They both develop.
Yeah,
over the course of the film.
I would say my one would be redemption arc.
He's never.
That's not one word though, Charlie. That's two.
Okay, redemption then. Like,
My one word would be redemption arc.
yeah, redemption. Because he's not a good guy. He's
He's a
awful
slob.
to Liz.
Yeah, he's
Like, anytime she wants to do anything, he's just like Winchester.
we could go to this other pub does Thai now.
Yeah, but it's all to do.
He didn't book the place for the fish.
Yep, their anniversary. The anniversary, they didn't even do anything.
They went
And
to the Winchester.
They did, but then when they were going to do something, he completely forgot because he was too busy talking to Ralph Fiennes. No, not Ralph.
Ralph
Fiennes.
Fiennes.
What's his name?
Oh, it's
Pete.
not Pete. He's the main guy in Ritual. Rafe Spall.
Rafe Spall. There we
Rafe
go.
Spall. There you go.
Which biggest glow up ever?
Oh.
Looking like a beast now, to be fair.
Looking
Looking like a champ.
From-
Ritual
from-
claim.
Yeah,
From
of the ritual of the ritual claim. Yeah.
From him and Shaun of the Dead to him now is crazy.
Yeah, he's booking some big stuff. as well.
Maybe Theo should get a picture of him and Shaun of the Dead, and now he looks at if that's okay, Theo.
Can we
Amazing.
face up him? It's just like the most chiseled thing in the world. Go on, Lou. Who's next after Shaun?
Ed.
Great laugh.
Great character, bad bloke.
Yeah, bad bloke, but
He doesn't take the messages.
he doesn't
take the message.
He did take the messages.
He doesn't take
said-
the message from Fauci's, please.
Well, he does take the messages. Liz needs to change the time.
Do you know who does
his
the?
mum needs his mum? When's his mum come? When's he going around to dinner? And can he eat his mum out?
Yeah, true. But do you know who does the voice of the Italian restaurant owner?
No.
Who goes, Fauci's, please. It's Edgar Wright.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
So cool, I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Just great listening.
Yeah, it was Edgar Wright.
amazing.
He goes,
That
What
was
the
not
fuck? You
needed.
couldn't
Who's
have
it
guessed.
gonna be?
Well, it could have been a million other people.
Oh.
Robert Popper, who wrote Friday Night Dinner. Robert Popper, who wrote Friday Night Dinner, was the voice of the news reporter on the radio when Sean's walking to the shop. And when Sean's flicking through the TV, Mark Gatiss, who wrote Sherlock, League of Gentlemen, loads of other stuff, and he wrote Doctor Who as well, and the really bad Dracula series. He's the voice of the guy who goes, literally being eaten alive. That's him.
That's a phenomenal scene though. How
Did you know that, Louis? Who else is it going to be though? Yeah,
Edgar Wright maybe.
yeah, but it wasn't.
No, that is a great scene though, where he just clicking through the channels and it's literally just telling what's going on.
And you see Mark Gatiss in The World's End. He's one of the two guys at the bar. Reece Shearsmith and Mark Gatiss.
Nice.
Two of the League of Gentlemen. There you go.
Who would have thought that? Right.
Theo's filling a soy face.
Next character.
Liz.
Great character. I like Liz a lot.
Deserves better.
And she gets better.
I think she still deserves better than Shaun. I think Shaun.
But they're happy at the end.
They are. But he's still. Well, he still loves his friend, which is fine.
I love that bit. It makes me a bit emotional every time I watch it at the end, where they're just like sat on their sofa, and they're like, "What are we gonna do? Maybe go down for a roast, cup of tea, and chat
She
at the
doesn't mind
pub."
going down the pub then, does she?
Yeah, fucking bitch.
Horrific.
Well, again, I think she did deserve better in the film. You know, the scene where she's like, right, we need to. One of my favourite Liz's scenes when she's talking about them killing themselves, and she's like, oh well, you do me because I'll probably just fuck it up. And I just like, that's such.
And then he goes like,
so
he's like
good.
crying his eyes out, and he goes,
Yeah. And then he goes.
and then it's like, I don't mind being eaten alive.
And another great scene for that moment there, when he goes, well, when he's like, I don't know if I'd be able to kill my roommate, my girlfriend, and my mum in the same night, and she was like, well, I haven't took you back yet, and he goes, well, you don't want to die single,
do you?
and then Ed comes in, actually. I'd rather not be eaten, which is just such
Can you shoot me?
yeah, which is just such a like great timing line.
Liz gets a thumbs up from me.
Oh
I like
yeah,
Liz
it's
a
just
lot.
brilliant character, and the actor in it plays her phenomenal. I don't know.
Kate Ashworth, I think, is that her name, Louis? Kate Ashworth. Okay, who's next?
Diane.
That's the mum.
No,
it's
Daffers.
David.
Oh.
David's girlfriend.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good.
She's good.
She's just worried about getting free cable. Fun fact, she actually survives.
She does survive, yeah.
So, they revealed in like a...
They made a comic.
Yeah.
It was like a little comic extract.
She like runs out of the pub, and then she climbs up a tree and just stays there for 3 days, and she survives off of eating David's leg.
I never knew this.
And they still say that she's on Shaun and Liz's
Christmas card list. Yeah.
There you
She
go.
lives in Birmingham with her aunt.
Yes.
There we go.
Okay, but yeah, she's okay.
Yeah,
it's kind of like
She definitely deserves better than fucking whatever his name is.
David. Yeah,
Da-
is
Da-
David
Not to
next?
miss the leg.
David, fuck David. Me and my
Fuck
homies
David.
hate David. He's a fucking
Bad bloke.
bad bloke. David's just a bad bloke. Like he's only with her because he wanted to be with Liz. He only wanted to be with Liz, but he couldn't because she was with Shaun. Like, dude's a dick.
As if she'd get back with him.
Yeah,
He's a bad bloke.
I was so happy when he died. I was like, yeah, you deserved getting eaten like that, you bitch. Next,
Yvonne?
Yvonne.
Yvonne. Oh, Shaun! I love Yvonne. She's in it for what, 3 minutes?
She's in the beginning and the end.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
the
she's also
middle.
in the middle.
Okay.
Oh well, yeah.
Move on, Sam.
I love Yvonne. She's so good.
For how long she has, she does make an impact on the film. Like, you will always remember her. Being that she's only, like you said, like maybe 3 minutes, you always remember her because she.
Every time I see it now, I have like the instinctive need to go, like, Shaun. She's so good, and she's in Spaced as well. She was one of the 2 leads in Spaced. There you go.
Next we've got
Someone's been
Barbara.
paying attention to the IMDb trivia page, by the way.
Me?
Yeah.
I actually haven't.
Raph, yes you have.
No, I've just been watching. Watch the film.
Barbara.
Barbara's the mum, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Barbara, good character. I like that she wants to donate the stuff to the Jumble, whereas he's like, I took it down the fucking tip, Barbara. I took it down. He sounds like, it's obviously because he's not well, but he sounds like drunk in that. I took it down the fucking tip, Barbara.
I run it under the cold tap.
I run it under. It's fine.
What'd you call the doctor
Run it
for?
under the cold tap. I'm fine. You're not going in the Jag. I'll beat you with another fucking stick again for eating a Mars bar in there.
Barbara's lovely. I think that scene, the scene where she's
gets
dying,
me. That really
and Shaun's
gets me.
like, Mum. And even like when she comes, yeah.
But I will say this. So she dies then, right?
Yeah.
Before she becomes a zombie. With David, he kind of has a point. She is going to turn into a zombie.
Yeah, but it just happened. Like yes, he is in the right. They do need to get rid of her, but she just died. Shaun is tearing up. He's like, right, should we just put a bullet in her now, then, shall we?
No, but he's just thinking like logically.
Yeah, he is. But there's times he was an emotional man.
He was an emotional man. He goes to walk out of the door of the pub. So he's not a thinking, rational thinking man.
Well, again, as producer Louis did bring up, he did try to kill Shaun. That's the only reason he left.
Yeah, that's
because
crazy.
he grabs the gun.
she tries to kill him.
After Shaun shoots his mum, he punches David, and David grabs the gun and goes to shoot Shaun, but the gun wasn't, as Ed would say, cocked. So
Cock it.
Cock it.
That's a good bit. I like that.
Yeah. So it didn't happen, and he got up. He's like, right, let's go. And even his partner, I forgot her name again.
Liz.
Not
Liz. Kate. Diane.
Diane.
Who's Kate? Oh, Kate plays Liz. Yeah. Okay. Fuck no, got there eventually.
But even she was like, you're a bit off there, mate, and yeah. And he's like, well, I'm leaving, and then he gets eaten alive.
I like the way he just goes like this to the window. He's like, no, I'm going.
Yeah.
Fuck this noise. What did he think was going to happen?
I don't know. Next character.
Philip.
Go.
I'll run it under a cold tap.
Oh,
Bill Nighy's just king. I love Bill Nighy.
run it under a cold
Barbara, run it under a cold tap.
I took it to the fucking tip.
Another great line where Ed's driving it and he goes, you do realise this is a 30 miles per hour zone? And he just goes,
That's
I do know.
That's New Barnet, by the way.
20 miles per hour.
That's Lionsdown Road in Barnet. Where they filmed
Why
that.
is that relevant?
Next character.
State secrets. Cousin Tom. Matt Lucas.
Oh, Matt Lucas.
Matt-
After what's been coming out about Matt Lucas recently, look it up at your own discretion.
Is this some film news?
This isn't film news. It's back, yes! It's film news! It's back, yes!
Just ruined everything.
Sorry.
Levels are all over the place now. Cheers, mate.
Pete.
Wife's crying, cheers.
Who's Pete?
Peter Serafinowicz.
Roommate.
Oh, Pete.
Kind of a goat, actually.
Especially
4 o'clock in the fucking morning! That was the second album I ever bought.
Don't scratch it! Wait! That was the second album I ever bought! It's 4 in the fucking morning! It's Saturday! No, it's not. It's fucking Sunday.
Oh, come on.
It's fucking Sunday.
And I've got to go as well. Because every other fucking cunt in my department is fucking ill.
Oh, come on.
What happened to your hand, man?
Oh, come on. You've sold weed. Oh, yeah, once.
Have you seen? Have you seen the?
They
I'm
do
gonna
it.
send it to Theo.
They do it as the Beatles.
As the Beatles.
Yeah.
Theo, just editing it. Put it in here.
I'm saying it was Ringo.
Right.
You know, I can't live like this. You know, look at the state of it. We're not students anymore.
Pete.
Sorry.
Sorry, Paul.
I mean, it's not like he even brings any real money into the house. You know?
Oh, come on, he brings a bit.
What, dealing drugs?
Oh, come on, he sold a bit of weed every now and again. You've sold puff.
Yeah, you know, once. Yeah. At college, to you. Look, I did a lot of stupid things at college, you know, John. You know, I dressed up as Frank Ken Furter, you know. I drank Snake Back and Black. I slept with a fat girl, you know. Doesn't mean I want to do anything for a living.
But Peter Serafinowicz, what a funny fucking man. Brian Butterfield. Can I have a gif of Brian Butterfield here? Where he's like this. He's probably doing something like.
You fucked yourself, Niall.
But no, especially as well, the whole reason Ed died in that film was just because he absolutely hated him. Because Ed could have survived and not got bitten the thing, but he's like, oh, fuck this, I'm going to take this guy down.
Fair play, though, when I'm being a hater.
But no, a great character, and I think for the screen time he had, he really made himself.
Is he in Hot Fuzz, Peter Serafinowicz?
I don't think he is.
He's not in Hot Fuzz and he's not in The World's End, I don't think. No.
Apparently he is in The World's End.
Who is he in The World's End?
No clue.
Oh, useless.
And the world kept spinning.
Moving on.
Do we know? Can
Who
producer
was
Louis
he?
find it?
Knock a door, one homeowner.
Oh, so it's the guy that you remember Garrett when they're walking in a line. Garrett King knocks on the door and he runs away, and they all run. He's the guy that opens the door.
Is that him?
That's crazy.
Oh my god! I always thought that was just like some
Random.
I can see it now.
Edgar
though.
Wright. It could have been Edgar Wright.
Well, who else is it gonna be? Who else is it gonna be? Of course, it's Edgar Wright.
Tamsin
Grieg.
Grieg is in
She's
this as well?
she's in Black Books, and she's in Friday Night Dinner. She's the mom in Friday Night Dinner, and she's Fran in Black Books as well. I'm pretty sure.
Who does she play in Shaun of the Dead?
She's the opposite of Davy's girlfriend
Oh.
on the other side. I once saw Tamsin Grieg when I was going up on a train to York, to then change to go to Leeds, to then change to go further outside of Leeds.
That was actually Edgar Wright.
But it wasn't.
Did you know I'm masturbating right now?
That's so grim.
Whoa, all of this getting cut anyway.
Clip this. Clip this.
No!
I'd like to give a special shout out to Nicola Cunningham, who plays Mary, the zombie that
Yeah, can you see her in the beginning montage as well? I'm pretty sure you see all of the zombies that they come across in the beginning montage.
Yeah.
But this actress is in The World's End. I think she's in the scene with.
Isn't she one of the Marmalades?
No. She's
The marmalade sandwich.
Marmalade
thank you very
sandwich.
much.
She's at the Alcoholics Anonymous, whatever.
Yes, she is. She's
And she's also in another Edgar Wright film called Don't.
That was a here's a
you...
fun fact. It's not a film. It's a trailer he did for
Oh, it's 2
Grindhouse.
minutes.
Yeah,
For what?
for Grindhouse, the Tarantino film. Well, where are we ranking it?
Oh, where
Overall.
I'm very sorry.
I mean, for me, I think this is the best thing that we've covered so far.
I can't agree with you.
You think Wealth in London's better?
I do. I do.
I was
believe
going
it.
to say Countdown.
I think
Yeah, Countdown. Sorry, guys. Countdown.
Theo's shaking his head because he thinks American Wealth in London was shite.
What?
He didn't
Doesn't
like
matter
it.
what I think.
Oh, no. No, let's bring that up. Sorry, you thought it was shite.
Move the mic up.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was alright.
You had some very strong opinions on it when.
Give him a mic. Give him a mic.
No, we'll talk about it after the pod. It doesn't even matter.
Oh.
Genuinely.
Nothing matters.
Let us know in the
com-
The pod.
and we'll do a special secret Patreon
For
exclusive
And I'm coming
episode.
on soon, aren't I?
Yeah, we're going to be doing for August. We're going to be doing a Ariaster retrospective to lead into the release of Eddington,
That's good.
which I'm very excited about. But yeah,
Is that an extra episode, or are we doing 2 that week? So is we still having the podcast, or is that
what are you talking about?
is the Ariaster a little special? Is that an extra video, or are we having the podcast? Is that
It's a podcast about. We're going to do 2. We're going to do one about. They don't need to fucking know.
no
us.
worries.
50 minutes in, by the way.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm joking.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to say for me, right at the top.
I will disagree. Sadly, I will say it goes for me. American Werewolf in London.
Could we make it joint first? Would you be happy with that?
No, because in first place doesn't even matter. Like, just giving somebody a part.
Well, we both have different ones, so it's fine.
Okay, for me,
Can we get Theo to edit this?
he's not gonna fucking do this. He's already got too much he needs to fucking do. Everyone, Theo's training for a half marathon. He's doing very well. We're all very proud of him. And Theo, while you're editing this, get you running in. You're smashing it. Drink some water.
As soon as you see this,
Run.
we're coming.
They're coming. But yeah, for me, it's gonna be top.
No, sounds good. I would say American Werewolf, Shaun of the Dead,
Kill List.
Kill List, then
Countdown.
Countdown.
Crazy. This is the 4th episode.
Yep.
4th ep. Eh?
Right. Is it time for our greatest moment?
And oh my god! And Libby's back. And somehow when he teleported, he nearly knocked over a glass.
My powers are getting weaker by the teleportation, so don't push it. So first we've got a review from somebody who calls himself the Real Reviewer. So they must
a half star?
They must be real. Utter garbage of a movie. He killed his bitey person mother, but kept his bitey person friend. That basically sums up the movie's humour. This movie was severely lacking in comedy. Nothing was funny. I found the humour to be extremely dull and very monotonous. The ending was atrocious, extremely lazy. The whole movie was imbecilic. There's also this weird hype around it. Maybe it's just British people. I'm here to stomp on it and tell you it's overrated and not worth anyone's time. And that was liked by 5 people.
A bitey. Why did you say zombie?
Why'd you say the word?
Oh fuck.
No. Fuck that. We'll just throw that out.
I bet that hurt Theo. I could see when I was looking at it. He was like cringing every single time they said a bad word about the film.
Sorry, Theo. You're right. Okay.
What do you think about that review?
That's fucking insane. That is the review of an insane person.
That's a review of someone that didn't go and study film.
Yeah. Well,
I've noticed a lot of the reviews, like the half-star reviews, were people that didn't speak English, and I guess that it just doesn't hit to people that aren't British. But there were a lot of reviews in other languages like French and German and shit.
Why? I guess the comedy is a very kind of British style comedy.
I think the
I
film.
don't know why you're making that face.
I think the film is sort of like at home for people that can like recognise just like the culture of
Yeah, I
that
would
part
agree.
of London, I guess.
Because they even said when they were making the film, the reason why they started, like I said, it came from the episode of Space, but they said most zombie films are set in America where they have guns. What would it be like in the UK where it's very harder to...
It's just got knives.
Sadiq Khan's London.
The zombie machete sword. We're going to go on to a 5-star review. This is actually the perfect movie, and my only regret is that I was 5 years old when it came out. The hints being dropped throughout the beginning, framed around Shaun and how he continuously gets his focus pulled away from it, and then leading into the long shot of his walk the next morning, absolutely iconic. I was mainly looking forward to the Don't Stop Me Now scene, but was surprised to remember how much of it has dramatic aspect that Simon Pegg carries so well. All hail Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, real actually.
That's a great review. I would...
It's a 5-star film.
I think I gave it 4.
Crazy.
Yeah, 4.
Why? What's holding it back? From
I literally don't know. I just don't
Yeah, I agree with the same movie.
And we've got a special
Utter
review
woke nonsense.
from producer Louie's producer Mummy, who said that she found it incredibly annoying. She couldn't stand it for any single moment, and she thought it would have been better as a 10-minute skit. So
Sorry, did you? Is this what she said last night?
Yeah.
Had she not seen it before?
I think she'd seen clips of it before.
What? Why didn't she like it though?
It's just like too. I think at the beginning with everything cutting like so much, like she can't. So sorry, Mum, you can't keep track of anything that's going on in a film.
Hi,
I'm
Marilyn.
sorry. Which is something I wanted to bring up. I noticed throughout the film that it felt like the shots kept getting longer, and like as the film started, at the beginning it's like, but the scenes sort of prolong a little bit longer. I don't
She's
know.
allowed to have an opinion.
Definitely not. Bye.
That's good. Go.
Go. And he's gone, just like that. Just like that. Season 3, which is coming out on HBO Max this coming week, follows the further adventures of the Sex and the City gang, what they've been up to since the last season. As we know, Sarah Jessica Parker's character is getting married to Mr. Big, or she was. Please wait.
I think I'm in the
or she
wrong
was
podcast.
in Sex and the City, the first movie, I believe.
Oh,
I've been told I'm not allowed to talk about Sex and the City. They said it wasn't the right time or place culturally for a white boy with a bit of swagger to talk about it. I hope that we can move forward. I hope you'll understand at some point. Sorry, that it took a lot for me to be able to do that and to talk about Mr. Big and and Sarah's arc during the series. Sorry, yeah.
so the next part, the next week's podcast is to do with Hot Fuzz. So, yeah, you're right. Do you need a few minutes?
Sorry, yeah, I'm alright now. I think about...
It is Men's Mental Health Month.
episode 3, season 1, she puts the engagement ring on a chain. She's not serious about this engagement, guys. Okay? Sorry. Just
But next episode is about Hot
I
Fuzz.
think I've got heat stroke. I think that's what I'm talking about. Sex and the City.
I'm drenched.
It's hotter in that corner.
I don't know if you can see it, but like, I mean, of course, excusing the whack ass hairline, the sweat coming off of me is absurd. I feel like everything is cloying to me. But yeah, next week we're doing Hot Fuzz. Yet another. I've still got like tears in my eyes. Just thinking about Mr. Big. But yeah, next week Hot Fuzz.
Yep.
Very excited to cover that. We might do some videos surrounding these series. I think we'll probably do it in the last episode though. It's going to be a bit of a big special one because we are going to go to the filming locations for The World's End. That's the plan. Because it's not far from. We have to get a flight out of. We have to get a flight out
Really
of.
expensive.
We have to get a flight.
We've got to get national.
We got to get a flight out from Nevada, John McCarran Airport to the filming locations. But yeah, next week Hot Fuzz. Look forward to that. And then after these Cornetto Trilogy episodes are finished, we'll be back to scheduled programming of you guys guessing the film each week. But yeah,
Can't wait.
I've been Niall,
I've been Charlie.
and this has been the If you're listening to this, we're probably dead podcast.
Yay!
Bye.
Bye! Bye, guys, bye. Cheers, mate. Thanks, mate. Bye.
Bye.